Hi Leo, my ascendant brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. With that said, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on the link in the description box below. And as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help us on our paths to our highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what the week ahead has in store. And this week we get the Justice card, right? So this is a week for you to find out what it is that you're ready to commit to. It may very well be that you are presented with an offer or a contract this week. This is about something that you move ahead with, something that you maybe sign on the dotted line for. Your Justice card represents Libra. So it can be anything from the legal system. So, you know, something that is like a legally binding contract. Maybe it is just a commitment. You know, this is about the very much like the Lovers card, right, which represents choice, whereas the Justice card is more about the things that you actually commit to, things that you have to sign a document for, things that you have to, you know, go down the official channels for. So it looks like this week there is something coming in for you, whether this is a new job, maybe it's a new offer of some sort, maybe it's something to do with the work that you do. There could be this week some sort of legislation change, which, you know, in unprecedented times wouldn't surprise me in any way, shape or form. So let's give it some context and flesh it out. Let's see what this might relate to. I'm excited. All right, this week for the direction card we get, okay, that feels good. We've got the Page of Cups, right? So yeah, I mean, it definitely does look like there's going to be some sort of new job, some sort of new avenue that is coming up for a lot of you. Now, remember, your Page of Cups is about your creativity as well. So this could be, for a lot of you, maybe you're returning to some sort of, maybe some older project, maybe some older form of work that you did, something that had really supported you in some way, shape or form. It does feel like a lot of you are returning to something. So this could be the return to work for sure, but if for those of you that are going for new jobs, new work, this looks like you're realigning with something that had really supported you, or something that had done you well in a, you know, in a different time of your life. It does look, I don't know why, and maybe it's the Venus retrograde, but there's a feeling here of something coming back into your life. Now, on a really mundane level, this could be a friend. It could be that an old friend is getting in touch. Very likely this person is going to be either a Libra or a Pisces, whatever that means to you. Why do I say that? Pisces, ruled card, Justice card is Libra. So one of those people could come back into your life. Maybe it's an old colleague, maybe it's an old friend, maybe it's, I mean, it could possibly be an old boss, but it's very likely to be an old industry that you are going back to. Speaking of the retrograde, if you haven't got yours yet, remember Venus is going retrograde on the 13th of May, but on top of that, Jupiter and Pluto are also going retrograde. If you want to get your survival kit, you can get that in the link in the description box below. Small everyday remedies and an entire strategy for you to survive any retrograde period of any planet, you know, from here until whenever. It's good. It's kind of like you can use this at any time. So if you want to get your copy, hit the link in the description box below. Your inside card is the Emperor. So actually, I stand corrected. It probably is going to be an old boss, somebody that you used to work with, maybe an old peer. And check this out. This card represents Aries and the Justice card is Libra. So these are direct opposites in the zodiac. This could be an old working relationship, an old working environment that you're going back to. It may very well be that you are, for some of you, you're seeking a reference, maybe. And I've seen this happen before, actually, where, you know, a person goes to an old employer for a reference. And when they get there, that person says to them, actually, we've got a position open. Would you be interested in coming back? This is definitely a possibility with this mix of cards. So It really is. So it could be a very surprising week for you guys when it comes to the profession, when it comes to work. It does look like for a lot of you, you are signing some sort of contract when it comes to work. So something about your job is changing. Maybe it's the legislation, maybe it's the environment. But for a lot of you, when it comes to work, this is going to be a big, big feature this week. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.